Hello, I'm Javid from GFI, and today we're going to take a different approach. Instead of focusing on a specific aspect of the English language, we're going to delve into its history and how it has evolved over centuries. The English language as we know it today is the result of hundreds of years of development. Today, English is spoken by hundreds of millions of people worldwide, either as their first language, second language, or as a foreign language they learn at school. However, the English language we know today didn't always exist. It was gradually formed through various historical events. Let's take a journey back in time and look at a timeline of the history of English. A timeline is a graphical representation of a period of time, with the years progressing from left to right. We can plot the different developments that have occurred over time on this line. We're starting here in 55 BC and moving forward. In 55 BC, the Roman invasion of Britain occurred. The Roman Empire, led by Julius Caesar and other Caesars, expanded in various directions, and Britain was one of them. They brought their language, Latin, with them. Latin, although considered a dead language today, has influenced many other languages, especially in Southern Europe, such as Italian, French, Spanish, and Portuguese. In Britain, the Latin language influenced the way people spoke to each other over time, and natives of the country started learning Latin words, integrating them into the language. Let's look at some of the words we use today that were influenced by or came from Latin words. If you consider all the words in the English language today, 29% of them have come from a Latin origin. Here are a few everyday words: human, animal, dental, decimal, digital, factory, library, manual, lunar, solar, military, science, and station. Moving on to the next major event, the Germanic migration in the 5th century. People from roughly where Germany is today in mainland Europe moved across. They brought a language with them that eventually merged with the existing English to form Anglo-Saxon, also known as Old English. This language looks entirely different from the English we have today. Looking at our pie chart again, we see that Germanic languages make up 26% of the words in the English language today. Here are a few examples of Germanic words: above, again, and apple, bad, good, cake, eat, drink, eye, feet, arm, boy, girl, house, hand, and bread. In the 6th century, before the arrival of Christianity, Britain was a pagan country. St. Augustine came and started converting people to Christianity, bringing languages like Latin, Greek, and Hebrew with them. Looking at Greek, it's actually quite small, just 6%, but these words are often used in academic life, such as academic, android, basic, cinema, climate, democracy, economy, geography, history, idea, politics, and technology. Moving on to a period when we had more invasions, this time by the Vikings from Scandinavian countries, Norway, Sweden, Denmark. They brought their Scandinavian languages with them, which added to the Germanic types of languages that we have. In the 11th century, the Norman invasion occurred. The Normans were French, and they brought French for the first time and some more Latin. Let's look at some of the words we use in English today that came from French sources. Words like beef, pork, veal, continue, liberty, justice, journey, people, and vary. The English language didn't stop developing then. In the 15th and 16th centuries, people started exploring the world, finding places like America and India. This also influenced the language because we got words like tobacco and potatoes from America. In the 18th and 19th centuries, during the era of colonialism and the British Empire, Britain became politically involved in other countries. Now in the 20th and 21st centuries, the language is still developing. We've got the internet, the speed of travel, and words keep coming back from other countries. From the British Empire onwards, a lot of Asian words from the Middle East and the Far East, like balcony, bangle, bungalow, guru, kiosk, pajamas, sandals, and shampoo have been incorporated into English. Finally, with the advent of the internet and technology, brand names have become part of the English language, and it's changing all the time still. Names account for about 4% in the English language, so Hoover, and more recently, Google, are now part of the English language. I hope you found this journey through the history of the English language fascinating. There is a quiz on our website, www.gphy.com, so I hope you'll give that a try. That's all for today, but come back soon, and we'll have another lesson for you. Thank you. Goodbye.